Hello everyone, I am freaking out right now. We just got our very first console mod drop on the weekend in Baldur's Gate 3's mod manager, and I'm legitimately shook right now. I did not know they would do something like this, but we now have 935 mods on console, and we got the Recruit Halsin in Act 1 mod that people have been asking for a very long time. This legitimately just came to PC October 11th, 2025, now available on console. This is made by Yoon Moon Sick. I do want to make a note that this mod does cause issues with Halsin's quest, so just be mindful of that when downloading this mod. I also want to mention I'm a little disoriented right now. I just finished another video and I checked and saw these mods. I'm blown away by it, so I just wanted to get this out here. So there may be some mods that released in previous videos. I just went with the information that I had available. But we also got the Infinity Nexus staff mod here by Skirbie. Some people have been asking for this for a while because this came out in April. Now with this mod, you get access to some very powerful spells here with the Magic Bolt, the Arcane Chains, Cosmic Bolt, Mastery of Time, Chaos Flare, Rain of Weave Touch Swords. So yeah, this comes with some fun abilities here. You can see some pretty cool looking VFX. So if we drop this down, boom, Rain of Swords comes down. I think this weapon is supposed to be referencing something. I'm just not 100% sure what. We also got the Orin the Red Redesign Mashup with Azazel and Lynia here. This one just came out in September, and I'm a huge fan of Azazel with Taken's redesigns. There was previously one that we got on console with their Emerald Grove redesign mod. So if you haven't checked this one out, this one is incredible too. But we now got this awesome Orin the Red redesign. So if you're a fan of Act 3, this is great for you. Now, this is a really crazy one. This I seen came out back in when I covered the Baldur's Gate 3 modathon in July. This was a hybrid UI here by Nels Rello that is meant to improve the controller UI, implementing some of the aspects of keyboard and mouse and reducing the use of carousels and making the UI more user-friendly with modded races, classes, races earned on console, spells, and such. So you can see what this looks like right here. So it updates the UI. I wasn't even sure if this would end up coming because I remember when this came out and it didn't end up making its way to console, but now on a random Saturday, we have it here. So yeah, you can see it in action on the mod page here. I may do a future video just talking about ways to clean up console mods, or just your console playing experience with the hybrid UI being an awesome mod here by Nels Rello. Highly recommend this mod here. So yeah, just want to cover this one. We also got something I'm actually a huge fan of. This came out October 19th. So this is another mod where we got it literally a couple weeks later. This mod made by Gabe Camamescro. What it does is critical mockery makes it so you do the vicious mockery funny lines that you get whenever you land a critical hit. It's actually a hilarious mod. I highly recommend using it just because it's so fun and it's just goofy. Now, I'm hopeful that we will see Gabe's Fun Pack at some point. So this is a compiled mod package for console so they can get past that 100 mod cap here. So this combines 18 of their different mods into one. I'm hoping this one comes soon, but I'm happy to see Critical Mockery because this is included in that mod there, that compilation of mods. But this is such a funny mod. I highly recommend using it. We also got Evelyn's Monarch. So this is great if you want to use a grenade launcher. This might have already released on console. I can't 100% remember, but yeah. If you want to use a grenade launcher and blow things up, now you can with Evelyn's Monarch. And if you want to cosplay as the Oathbreaker Knight here, you get the Oathbreaker Armour mod by O for the Gamer. So this includes it in the tutorial chest. Now I do want to mention that this is the gold gloss helmet. You can get it in Act 2, or you can use, there's the Cheater Spell mod. You can summon in the box of armor, and you can actually get all these armors without having to download this mod, and it'll be base game armor instead of a modded armor. So there's a heads up if you don't want to download this one, and you still want to get the Oathbreaker's armor. We also got the less bulky Dragonborn head here by Nikarkos. So this mod adds an additional head for the female and male body types for the Dragonborn there, and it's a less big head. So you can see what this looks like here. So not so bulky. You can see Dirge looks a little bit less menacing there with a head that's not so huge. So pretty cool stuff there. If you want to play through your next playthrough in a Dragonborn and have a smaller head, here you go. Now this is really cool. We got the Glow Ink Body Tattoo Vanilla Dragonborn CC mod here by Akelka, which allows you to have basically like these really cool dyes on your Dragonborn. Again, I did mention in previous video, I'm going to do a big compilation of all Akelka's mods together on how to make the perfect Dragonborn because they have so many cool mods. Yeah, so this now has the glowing tattoos. There is a rogue tattoo body mod for every other race, so I'm happy to see that Dragonborns now can have these really cool looking designs on their body here. So yeah, another incredible Akelka mod. And we also got the Rings of Faerun by Pixel and Chamnik. This is really cool. Now, they've made a lot of other mods. I'm happy to see them coming over to console. I really like their enchantments of Faerun. They also have cloaks of Faerun, a bunch of others, bells, things like that. The rings adds a bunch of rings that feel very balanced within Baldur's Gate 3. So Thorns, whenever a melee attack hits you, they take 1 piercing damage. I love Thorns' abilities, basically being able to attack back at the enemy whenever you get attacked. Hitting an enemy with a weapon reduces their armor class by 1 for 2 rounds. Ring of Aspiration, when you restore health points, you get the maximum amount when healing yourself or allies, which is kind of cool because this allows you to actually max heal your teammates, which I still don't think is super overpowered in the context of Baldur's Gate 3. Spirit of the Moonwalker, cantrips deal additional +2 damage, +1 to spell save DC, concentration. So yeah, this comes with a bunch, 40 rings to be exact, that have various different abilities. Some of them increase your strength, and you can see all the different ones here. Some of them give you minor boosts, some of them give you a +3, and then a variety of different changes there. And I hope since we saw this mod that we see more of theirs in the future. And we also got the Voltblade Lightning infused Greatsword mod here by Yak Mac Ooh, which gives you a lightning-based sword here, getting an additional 2d6 of lightning damage, giving lightning charges on attacks, and you get advantage on metal armor whenever you have those lightning charges. And it comes with Voltaic Strike there, which does additional lightning damage on your attacks, Voltaic Rush, which allows you to rush forward, similar to the Niralna's Thunder-based attack. So if you want to do a lightning-based playthrough, the Voltblade is perfect for that. We also got the Aura of Hate fix for Oathbreakers, which is funny because Aura of Hate, if you've played as a paladin before, Aura of Hate just sucks. It doesn't actually boost up your actual teammates. It'll boost up fiends, which are likely going to be attacking you, and you boost up their damage so they deal more damage towards you. This now works in your animated zombies, among others. So yeah, whenever you get an Oathbreaker paladin, if you use create or animate dead, it didn't actually buff up your teammates. Despite it sounded like the Aura of Hate would, it would actually just buff up yourself. So yeah, this mod by Chizfreak helps correct that. They also have the Unholy Smite, which I'm a big fan of as well, if you want to play as a death domain kind of like paladin. And we also got the Scythe of Myrkul here by Clolarian here, which gives you the Scythe of Myrkul. There's a few other mods that include this weapon here, but this one comes with some leveled spells and creature disadvantage saving throws against your necromancy spells with this weapon. It's downscaled in size because normally this weapon is in the hands of Myrkul, and it's huge. So you can see there the finger death, the 78 + 30 necrotic damage. We also got, I know this is going to be a popular one, with the Soul Knife Rogue. This deals psychic damage to the blades. This mod by Terry Barrier here. I remember this came out a while ago, January of this year. I will be doing a video on a build for this later today, so you can stay tuned for that. I think this is going to be a popular one because I literally got comments today saying how they can't wait for the Soul Knife to come to console. So if you were the one commenting that, it's here now. I'm so excited. Yeah. And just heads up, if you only deal 1 damage, respec it Wither. Sometimes it does happen with some other mods. But yeah, this comes with some cool abilities, and I'll be covering this in the future. It comes with like the Psychic Blades, and you can use Psychic Sonic Energy Die, kind of similar to the Side Warrior Fighter. So yeah, I'll be covering this later on today. Then we also got the Underdark Racist Sunlight Sensitivity fix for patch 8 by Gabe Kamamescro, so it makes superior dark vision more appropriate by giving it advantages in darker environments and disadvantages in sunlight. This is replace or not automatically replace it for the races there. Pretty cool stuff, especially if you wanted to kind of change how you're playing a race that gets dark vision and have to think strategically when you're in sunlight. And we also got Mayrina No More Tears. So this basically makes it so that her makeup isn't running when you meet her later on. It cleans her up a bit. So yeah, this is just a small change, but it could be worth downloading. This is by What's on the Flip. Also, what's cool is you can actually get this eye makeup in the character creator as well. Now, we got ourselves another Halfsclim class mod. I'm happy to see this, the Green Reaper Ranger subclass, which is a poison-based one from Ghostfire Gaming's Grim Hollow. Again, kind of a mod that I would love to see a little bit closer to Halloween because it is a kind of ghostly themed one. So this one is a poison theme. You get a bunch of different toxins that you can apply onto your enemies. You get these different spells here, including Cloud Kill, the Envenomed Attack, Poison Control, getting resistance to poison so you can't get hit with it. And here's your different toxins that you can get: debilitating, deteriorating, lingering, supernatural poisons. I'll also be covering this in a future build, so you can stay tuned for that. The Green Reaper Ranger subclass mod by Halfsclim. And we also got the Rise of the Goldmembers. This mod by It's Me, Waldo. I'm actually kind of shocked this mod came to console because this is a huge one. It adds space, kind of like Trials of Tav in a sense, where you fight multiple different enemies in different encounters. There's a community leaderboard. I'm actually going to do a future video on this. There's just so much to break down and what's going on with this mod. There's new content, new things to fight. You gain bounty points. There's a whole Discord server that goes about this. You got different items like the Lustral Gold, which will give you a random stat buff from a pool of 150 different buffs. There's modes like the Endless Suffering, which lets all bosses spawn a duplicate, and they'll also have a Endless Suffering, which gives them buffs to overall attack rolls and spell save DC. They get more health, Misty Step, Devil's Sight, and they can kind of out-cheese you. So yeah, there's so much going on with this mod. Again, we'll have to do a separate video on it because there's literally just so much that goes on with this mod. So you can stay tuned for that next week. And we also got the Us is Cat. I think this may have came out already, but there was an update to it, so I just want to mention this again if this already didn't come out. I think this one did come on console, but basically it makes it so Us appears as though it's a cat. And it's funny because when you're in Baldur's Gate 3, the townsfolk will react to Us as if it were a cat. We also got the Izzli's Altered Dyes. I can't remember if this one was already on here, but it did get an update as well. So this offers a bunch of new dyes into the game, and I really like this one. I've used it in the past in my videos. This mod is made by Izzli here. And this mod also got an update. I think this one was already on console as well. The item and spell bug fixes, which adds 700 fixes to the game. I'm pretty sure this was already on console, but it did receive an update as well. It's now updated to the 5 days ago version, which is funny because there is a Windows version that came out an hour ago. So they're constantly fixing their bug fixes so that you can play with more bug fixes. This mod's made by Redesign. Now I'm hoping we'll see the Ranger subclass combined. It's 93 days since the last update because they added the Drake Warden. If you check your game and you see that this is in the game, it's not actually active. It just pulls the information from the Mod.io website. This one's not. You can see it on the website. It's only on Windows, but I'm hoping that they'll add this hopefully next week. But as I said, guys, I may have missed some mods, so you may see an updated video out there starting next week. We've never gotten a weekend console mod drop before, and I literally checked last night and again this morning. So we got it at some point during the day. I'm not sure, maybe they forgot to push out an update or what it was, but we got it here now on Saturday for the first time ever. I'm not sure what the implications of this mean. Will we get more in the future? We'll just have to wait and see, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the subscribe button below if you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, and we'll catch y'all in the next video.